tonight, Ogun State lawmakers challenge stakeholders on effective crowd management to prevent stampede. Correspondent examines FRSC's 30 days end of the year special operations in Ogun State. Plus, Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke pardons 53 inmates. Hello, good evening and compliments of the season to you. Welcome to the news at 7 on NTA Abeokuta. I am Yemi Dalimo. Ogun State House of Assembly has called on relevant agencies and stakeholders in charge of palliative distributions and other public-spirited individuals interested in giving back to the people to always put in measures effective to control crowd to forestall stampede that could put the lives of the people in danger or harm. The Speaker of the House, Oludaisi Elemide, stated this while responding to a matter of public urgent importance raised by the minority leader, Lukman Adeleye. The reports. The minority leader of the House, Lukman Adeleye, who raised the issue of recent stampede recorded in some parts of the country, on the floor of the House notes that the incidences are lesson that every good-spirited Nigerian should consider putting in place an effective mechanism to control the crowd who might come out to benefit from their good gestures. He said, as the representatives of the people, the Assembly had a duty to put together a regulation to prevent stampede during distribution of palliatives or while giving back to the needy in the society.
Mr. Speaker, as a representative of the people and as a state, I think we must, it's high time we start preempting and putting in place measures and regulations that will not allow this to happen in our own state.
The Speaker of the House, Oludaisi Elemide, assured that the House will soon put together a legislation that will streamline events that require crowds to prevent such occurrence in Ogun State. He charged relevant authorities and stakeholders in crowd management to be more proactive in handling crowd in the state to prevent any form of stampede.
An issue that should be given urgent public attention. Pending the time we put up the full motion, which may even lead to the enactment of a law on things like this. Once again, commiserate with the families that lost their loved ones.
The Speaker urged ministries of culture and tourism, environment, and the local government councils across the state to put measures in place to avert any form of stampede and advocate the establishment of a task force that will be in charge of any events requiring crowd control and permits for effective management of crowd in Ogun State. In Abeokuta. As the year 2024 gradually winds down with the mass movement of Nigerians traveling to be with their loved ones for the Yuletide, the Federal Road Safety Corps Ogun State Command is intensifying measures to ensure accident-free journeys for travelers. Correspondents reports on this and the statistics of road crashes so far and the 30-day end of the year special operations of FRSC in Ogun State. Out of the 671 road crashes recorded in Ogun State between January and November 2024, 224 passengers died, while others sustained various degrees of injuries, while attributing some of the accidents to the inability of passengers to speak up against errant drivers. The Federal Road Safety Corps urges the motoring public to always speak up against dangerous driving and other acts of drivers posing a threat to safety on the road.
We should all speak up against road traffic crashes, dangerous driving. We should not be passive. We should not be on the side of drivers that are conveying us to early grave.
To ensure reduction in the number of road crashes during the Yuletide, FRSC Ogun Sector Commander Akinwumi Fashakin notes that the number of personnel of the command manning the critical corridors have been doubled with mandates of ensuring safe and smooth driving.
We envisage increase in number of vehicular activities, especially outward Lagos. Where we are recording high volume of traffic now is along Shagam, Ijebu axis, because of people going to the east. I can assure you that our men are on ground and we are on top of the situation. And we've not had issue of traffic gridlock because we've deployed enough tow truck.
The sector commander notes that palliative work along the failed portions of Shagamu-Ijebu-Ode-Ore Expressway has greatly complemented the efforts of the Corps in managing the huge number of vehicular movements being witnessed during this Yuletide. In Abeokuta. Meanwhile, in the spirit of the festive season, Governor Ademola Adeleke has granted clear release by the spokesperson to the governor. Olawale Rashid says the governor acted on the recommendations of the State Advisory Council on prerogative of mercy. 4 individuals on death row, including one Sunday Oluwokere and Sunday Morakinyo, who are charged for capital offences of armed robbery in 2014, received full pardons. It will be recalled that there was a public outcry a few weeks ago on the case of Sunday Oluwokere, whose parents alleged was sentenced for stealing fowl, and the governor promised to look into the case. Among others granted clemency were 30 individuals convicted of minor offences whose remaining sentences have been completely forgotten, while 6 others on capital offences were granted outright release due to their health circumstances. One inmate's death sentence was commuted to a 15 years prison term. Talking health, do you know that healthy eating is the key to unlocking healthy lifestyles? In the same vein, medical experts say it will also prevent non-communicable diseases like high blood pressure, diabetes, problematic cholesterol, and obesity. Lydia Sampson reports.
Acronym DREAMS, meaning diet, regular exercise, adequate minerals, moderation and sleep. Gaston Good Morning Nigeria say is crucial to healthy living. The guest wants Nigerians prioritizing physical, mental and social well-being through balanced diets.
Avoidance of toxic substances. So you should avoid smoking either actively or passively. Passively, this is festive season. You see a lot of people having to cook with firewood or so. So if you're going to use firewood, you should use the dry wood. It emits less toxic substances. You should cook in an open space. If possible, you can wear a mask because that smoke is toxic to the body. So you should avoid toxic substances, smoking and alcohol. Now we see a lot of parties, a lot of end-of-year parties, so you should know your limits. I may not categorically tell you to stop alcohol, but know your limits.
You're going to come around this thing. You must determine to, rearrange, the diet, kind of plan in the family, especially where there are children. You see, what you bring to the table is what the children recognize as food.
Our relationship is an integral part of our healthy living and our well-being. In fact, there's been increasing studies recently about the epidemic of loneliness across the world and how, you can be on Facebook and you have 5,000 friends. On Instagram, you have so many likes. But in real life, you don't have 2 people that if they don't see you for 3 days, they will come looking for you.
They decried upsurging non-communicable diseases due to ignorance and overindulgence, stressing that healthy living is doable with deliberate planning and efforts at doing away with processed foods and carbohydrates, keeping and nurturing relationships to have a cycle of dependable friends and family to mitigate depression. The girls want more awareness done on drug abuse to escalate prevention. The girls reiterates the need for moderation for a sustainable, healthy living. In Abuja, Lydia Samson, NTA News.
We now pause for some messages. The news will continue shortly after this timeout. Please stay.
What we're basically doing today is to search for the tastiest biscuits ever on the playground. Are you guys ready? Yeah! The search starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
Sona biscuits are rich in flavor, nourishment, and excitement. Grab a bite today.
Wishes you a Merry Christmas.
We thank you for being there. As the world continues to embrace digital transformation, Nigeria's ICT sector is gaining significant traction, from promoting digital literacy to building critical infrastructure. The nation is positioning itself as a key player in the global digital economy. Key driver of the sector in 2024 led the charge with implementation of transformative policies and initiatives for economic growth. Chidima Ndubusi reports on the strides made and the impacts.
Digital technology remains a cornerstone of innovation, boosting productivity across all sectors and contributing over 18% to Nigeria's GDP for more than 4 years. With projected revenues in the digital economy expected to hit $18.3 billion by 2026, Nigeria's young tech-savvy population, innovative workforce, and large population to drive markets, the nation is said to be well-positioned to reap inherent benefits. The Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy is driving this transformation with a 5-pronged strategic framework. Key initiatives that impact the citizens, young generation in particular, rolled out last year were scaled up in 2024. The largest talent accelerator initiative, 3 million technical talents, 3MTT program, has seen the training of Rashidat, Mercy, and 148,000 others, in line with President Tinubu's mandate of training a high number of Nigerians on digital skills and creating millions of technical jobs.
We were taught various tools such as Python, majorly Python. Other tools that we were taught or shown is the SPSS, Stata. It's a means for me to also pass this knowledge also to more people.
TRMTT in general has had a profoundly positive impact on me. My finances before TRMTT and now after has significantly upscaled.
Similarly, NITDA made strides to achieve the 2027 70% digital literacy target, equipping a number of women and youths, including National Youth Service Corps members, with entrepreneurial digital skills. This is to foster a wave of job creators. Other notable gains include Galaxy Backbone's singular portal for all ministries, departments, and agencies, and Google's $2.8 billion commitment to artificial intelligence and robotics training, guaranteed to establish Nigeria as a key player in emerging technologies across the continent. However, challenges persist, including limited broadband coverage below 50%, unequal internet access in rural areas, and poor telecom services. To address this, the Federal Executive Council has approved a 90,000-kilometer fiber optic network expansion.
It will cost the nation about $2 billion. The government is raising half of that, We're getting private companies to invest the other half. And once we kick off the deployment of the fiber next year, what you're going to see is that more rural areas will now start to experience better and meaningful connectivity. NITECOMSAT's effort to connect local government secretariats with internet. This is also a project that we've piloted this year. We've connected close to 50 of those local government secretariats. We funded 45 research projects in artificial intelligence.
The anticipated passage of the first ever digital economy and e-governance bill in 2025, as well as growing global partnerships, signal promising trajectory for Nigeria's digital future. Professionals say all these have set the tone for a tech entrepreneurial society that will drive the nation's digital transformation and sustainable economic growth. In Abuja, Chimdema Ndubisi, NTA News.
A combination of bottlenecks, including paucity of funds, stood on the way, slowing down pace of execution of road projects in the year under review. The Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, took some key but painful steps, and that has so far accelerated completion of many projects, giving way for the initiation of new ones. Abdullahi Mohammed reports.
I do not accept this. This your Tolling Plaza roof is what you don't see this one in China. So why do you come to put this for us? Okay? Under me, I will not accept things like this.
Superior supervision, expert approach in contract negotiations, as well as cancellations of non-performing road contracts, plus a series of reviews are beginning to pay back.
The Honorable Minister, Dr. Umahi, was able to save Nigeria 640 billion naira.
With more than 1,600 inherited ongoing contracts and about 300 emergency interventions, key federal roads, you may begin to wonder how the funds will be found, but the Hope Movement has its plans of unlocking new sources.
The government has implemented the 50% direct deduction from various federal government-owned enterprises, partially funded, self-funded, including the fully funded ones. So we expect an additional stream of revenue even beyond what was initially budgeted for this year.
And just before the critics ink their pens, non-performing contracts are being recharged.
Mr. President directed that we should come back to the route today, and that we should hand over the 3 sections to the 3 contractors to complete. And our target is from June to get the job completed about May 29th, 2025.
New deadlines are spelled out for the completion of the project. What the people expect is quality and timely delivery, which the ministry assures. In Abuja, Abdullah Mohammed, NTA News.
And with that, we have come to the end of the news for tonight. We thank you for watching. Good night.
Sona Mountain Industries has been specially produced and packaged for the benefits of the family. Made from locally sourced sorghum, Agrovita is filling. It is nourishing, just as it is a delight. Oh yes, Agrovita staple milk is rich in magnesium and other essential vitamins and minerals. It is smooth, easy to prepare, and you can enjoy it with any soup of your choice. Egusi, ogbono, edinkaikon, atama. Mouth-watering delicacy. You can also use Sona Agrovita to bake bread, cake, and other confectionaries. Enjoy Sona Agrovita with your family. Sona Agrovita, quality products from Sona Mountain Limited. Sona Agrovita, a healthy family's choice.
Bit of Nigeria's pallet landscape, where creativity and precision unite from the very beginning. Every pallet is a masterpiece, crafted with precision by our dedicated technicians at Shonghai, where precision is not just a standard, but a way of life. Promising excellence that is 100% sourced and proudly produced right here in Nigeria. Choose Shonghai products, where precision meets pride.
Proudly Nigerian.
Shonghai Pallet, where quality meets the spirit of craftsmanship.